Charles Haley. You're listening to Nothing But Niners.
This is Kyle Juszczyk, and you're listening to Nothing But Niners.
So now they've got to start from deep in their end of the field, and Garrison Hurst takes advantage of it. He takes the handoff, hits to his right, gets to the 20. He's in the 30, needs to cut in. He comes back up the right sideline, breaks the third tackle, comes down to the 30. He's down to the 20. He's down to the 10. He's down to the 5. He's into the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown! 49ers! 96-yard run from scrimmage. Garrison Hurst breaking tackle after tackle, sweeps down the sideline. Throws off bodies like clothes after a marathon.
Young, back to throw. In trouble, he's going to be sacked. No, gets away. He runs, gets away again, goes to the 40, gets away again, to the 35, cuts back at the 30, to the 20, the 50, the 10. He died. Touchdown, 49ers.
Third down, Alex takes the snap. Alex looking down in post, and it's good. Touchdown! Touchdown, 49ers!
It is second down. Ryan takes the snap, throws the slant to the left side. It's Russell, intercepted! The 49ers pick it, and Navarro Bowman is redemption! Navarro Bowman running it all the way for the touchdown! No greater redemption!
San Francisco 49ers, we can do whatever we want.
Click, click, boom. What's going on, faithfuls? It's your boy Mike from the Nothing But Niners crew, and I am here with my man Tony, the 49ers, the Nothing But Niners resident GM. Everybody out there, make some noise. Can you hear the horns? Can you hear the sound effects, Tony?
Yeah, I hear.
Yeah, what's going on, baby? How you feeling today? You nervous?
No, I'm not nervous. I'm just want to watch them play. I understand with the way this season's running and going. So I'm just at the point right now where it is what it is. Let's see how they play. Let's see how they respond. And I'm just gonna watch the game, and that's that.
What channel are we on tonight? Is this like NBC or something like that? ABC? Waiting
Yeah.
all day for Sunday night. All right, so if we're on regular TV, that means that this is going to be on Patreon for every paid tier, $1 tier. You guys get something. So speaking of Patreon, let's go ahead and run through these formalities really quick. Guys, all bonus content and everything like that is available on Patreon, patreon.com/NB9ERS. If you guys are looking for somewhere to watch the game, you want to do it. You're in the living room. You might be at home. Maybe you just had a kid and you were supposed to be at the game, but you're like, man, I can't get there. I want to hang out with some like-minded 49er people. And then you just had the baby, so you can't invite people over. Click on this link right here, because I, too, was supposed to go to a football game, and my pregnant-ass wife decided that she wanted to have a baby on the weekend I was supposed to go out of town. And it was the last year that Candlestick was open. So I never made it to Candlestick, guys. I never made it to Candlestick. But if there was a page that was doing what we're doing on Patreon, I wouldn't have been alone. Instead, I watched a football game in the hospital. You know how hard it – Tony, you ever watch a football game in the hospital?
No.
It's tough because I'm a loud, obnoxious, like just rambunctious person when 49ers football is on, and I'm holding a newborn trying to like, oh, let's go. And the baby's doing all of this. You know, every time you make a little noise, they jump. They get that little twitch or whatever. And that is why I know my kids are crazy, because of their dad. It's okay. They get it from me. It's all right. It's all right. But I love my babies. I'll do anything for them. I shook them up a little bit, but they're okay. We're going to bounce back from that, I promise. If this is your first time here on the YouTube page, you guys enjoy the content, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Turn on your notifications so you know every time we are going live. Give us a follow on some of our other social media platforms, Snapchat and Twitter. Those handles are Nothing But 9. That is the number 9. Nothing But 9 ERS. And then you can follow us on Instagram and Twitch and Facebook. Those handles are Nothing But Niners. It's spelled all the way out. No numbers in there anywhere. Again, let me get our names up here on the screen. I don't know. Did you put your name in the thing, Tony?
I think so. Yeah, you have to have something in there in order to come in, I think.
Oh, you gotta write something in there now. Let me see. Where is that setting at? They changed the way this thing looks. What is this preview crap? Why do they keep making changes on my stuff and I didn't ask them to do it? Well, I can't get the names to pop up, so maybe it's in the settings. Let's see. General settings. Shift videos up. Automatically shared videos. Stream. Man, look. Nope. Guess. Layouts. Play a sound as guess. Enter. Dude, I don't know. I don't know how to get our names to pop up there anymore now. What a strange thing. Why would they do this? Shift videos up for comments and banners. Audio avatars. Automatically add share. Oh, well, anyway, I am Mike Andrews, 83. That is the X handle. Used to be called Twitter. There it is. Boom. And he's Tony. That's it. It says it right there. He's just right.
That's it.
That's it. He's just Tony. I did all this stuff, and all you put in there was Tony. I thought you were going to have the name or something like that.
No, that's it. Tony.
You got some questions in here from Michael M. He says, where'd Tony get that hat? Lids. Go to the mall.
No, not Lids. It's one of those, like, like around the holidays, that you see those sports stores like pop up with memorabilia, jersey.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of those places.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
I forgot what it was called.
I'm not mad at that.
Game time, something.
Yeah, one of the little pop-up shops, man. So
Like they sell those things. Like the like things with the player's picture and like a Super Bowl ticket, and there's like what the.
I'm just playing around with stuff. They got all these new settings in here. Sorry to distract you, man. I'm just sitting here trying to figure this thing out. I've never seen this stuff before. They got a whole bunch of new settings in here. It's for people like me with ADD. It is not a good thing. So, all right, let's get that off of here. Let's share a screen really quick. Let's go over the 49ers enacted for this game, Tony. We don't have a whole lot of time before the game starts, but I do want to know what you think of this. The 49ers inactive list shared by my man Wayne Breezy are as follows. Quarterback, Joshua Dobbs. Wide receiver, Jawan Jennings. Defensive lineman, Kevin Givens. Kicker, Jake Moody. Linebacker, Jalen Graham. Cornerback, Rock Yassin. And offensive lineman, Ben Barch. Tony, are there any surprises on this 49ers inactive list today? Or
Dobbs
anything on here that concerns you?
Dobbs will be dressed. Not having Jennings and Givens, I think, hurts. Graham, Rock Yassin, and Barch, Graham and Rock Yassin, if they were active, they were going to be limited probably to special teams roles or certain packages, situational packages on the defense, whatever they decided to do. But, I mean, not having Jennings is crucial, and the depth in the interior defensive tackle with Givens would be the two that really catches my eyes.
Yeah. So with Jawan Jennings out, here's some names that you don't see on this list. George Kittle, Deebo Samuel. So it looks like they are going to play. We know that we aren't going to see a guy like Brandon Ayuk on here because he is officially on IR. But how do you think the rotation at the wide receiver position looks? Because with Deebo banged up, with Kittle banged up, they might not rely on them too heavily tonight. What do you think this passing game is going to look like? A heavy dose of whom?
Mike, I have no clue. I'm to the point right now with this season with all these. No, seriously, like I'm to the point where you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what they're going to do. I mean, I'm over the friggin' shotgun shit. Like, I don't know. Like, when we hired Kyle, he's based as a play action offense. You're not fooling anybody out of the shotgun running play action. So, I mean, you could see multiple tight end sets. You could see them come out with two tight ends, one running back, two wide receivers. If they do that, it's going to be Deebo, and I would guess maybe Connolly might get the nod in the beginning, and then slowly but surely they'll get Pearsall in. Or maybe Pearsall will be the number 2 wide receiver. I don't know. I don't know what Kyle has up his sleeve. I just want to see how they just respond. I want to see how they show up. I want to see how they play. And that's it, because my hopes are literally in the basement right now with this team. And,
in the basement, like you think the season might be, well, I won't say season. Let's focus on this game here. Let's stay here with this game. The Cowboys have been susceptible to good running games, good running attacks. Do you think that Mason, who's now back, who's healthy now, you good? Do you think that the Niners have a good chance to move the ball on the ground?
I mean, typical Kyle offense, sure. I mean, but we're not seeing that offense. We're seeing, the first 15 plays, 9 of them are passes. 9 are passes, maybe 10 are passes out of 15. Like, you're seeing the total opposite, conventional, opposite of his offense and his philosophy. I like it, don't get me wrong, but if you're saying you're a heavy run balanced attack based off of play action pass, that's not play action pass.
Right.
It's more like play action run. Pass action run.
Yeah, no, I mean we've seen a lot of things very different this season so far, Tony, and some of it is a bit concerning. I don't know if this is Kyle trying to show us who Brock Purdy is. I don't know if this is Kyle maybe assessing whether or not Brock Purdy is worth the money. You hear like contradicting stats, and all or both can't be true. You'll hear the Niners leading like yards per attempt or air yards, or Brock Purdy does, and then you'll hear what the yak is at the bottom of the league, right? Like you can't have both, obviously. Do you have a preference as to which one you see, or is it just that we're used to one way, and so now that we're not seeing it that way, people are kind of overreacting and panicking a little bit?
I just think the issue is this, right? I think obviously it's clear as day defenses are playing this team different without McCaffrey on the field, right? If McCaffrey's on the field, you cannot play man coverage versus the 49ers. I don't give a shit who you are, what you think you know, and who your defensive coordinators is, because they will – McCaffrey on a safety or a linebacker is a total mismatch, and Kyle will chew that up all day. So now what they're doing is obviously Mason's not the wide receiving threat or respects – the defense doesn't respect him as a wide receiving threat, and teams are playing man coverage, pressing him at the line of scrimmage, taking hard inside
leverage
on the receivers to prevent them to going into the middle of the field, right? Because when it's zone, you have the middle of the field open because you're not in a man coverage situation. So with that being said, due to McCaffrey not being on the field, I think Kyle's trying to come up with a thing to get his offense rolling and trying to figure out what is going to work with best for what he has right now. But then on the backside of it, and this is the issue, he's also got to come up with a philosophy where he knows what the defense is and the situation of the defense, and he also has to run his offense according to his defense in some crazy type of way, because if the pass rush don't get home and they don't get pressures, that exposes the secondary. So now I think right now they're just they're in such a clusterfuck right now with this offense because of all the injuries and Kyle having to adjusting on the fly and trying to adapt and create something to get Brock Purdy going.
Right.
So, I mean, Brock Purdy's a quarterback of the 49ers. These people are saying, oh, GMs are saying that he's going to be traded. Get the fuck out of here. Brock Purdy's going nowhere. All right. Yeah, he had 3 interceptions last week. He has had some, below average games, maybe baseline average games. But you know what? The kid is still a good quarterback. He still makes great throws. He's still making throws that no other quarterback under Kyle Shanahan has made. All right. Deep throws, sideline throws, throws like that. And is he perfect? No. But guess what? Daniel Jones got paid $45 million by the Giants. The Niners are going to keep Brock Purdy. He's going nowhere. Because I'm telling you right now, watching college football, it's hard to pick a quarterback coming out of this college level because of the offense that they're running. It's very hard. So I don't think Brock's going nowhere. I think Brock is the future of the 49ers. I think they agreed about that inside. I think now it's up to getting him comfortable and getting that offense running, knowing the situation without Ayuk and knowing the situation with Christian McCaffrey, how he's legit like a ticking time bomb. So they just got to acclimate and make the best that they could.
All right. Okay. Well, here are the inactives for the Cowboys for tonight. We're going to talk about this a little bit. There is a shocker on this list, if you ask me, but I want to see what your thoughts are. Here we are. This is from Voice of the Star, Cowboys fan page here. Running back, Rico Dowdle. That's a very, very big, very big surprise to me. Micah Parsons, Kalen Carson, Andrew Booth, Matt Waldsko, and Trey Lance, the emergency QB. And then he makes a note here, Deron Bland is on IR and does not need to be made inactive.
Correct.
So just in case people were wondering there, which kind of was our point about wide receiver Brandon Ayuk. And Rico Dowdle was a surprise to me. I don't know what happened or why he's inactive today. And the team was really trying to start moving on from Ezekiel Elliott. And I guess that's the reason why we heard Jerry Jones say yesterday or the day before that Dalvin Cook is going to finally go ahead and play for the Cowboys. I mean, is this going to be something that the Niners have to worry about? Are you worried about what Cook could look like running the ball for the Cowboys?
I mean, was a good running back in this league. I mean, many years ago, he's on a practice squad. No one else beat the door down to bring him in. He's talented. I'm not going to say that, but where is he? Football conditioning. He hasn't really played a game. I think this is the first time he's been active all season. You still have to somewhat respect him and play your keys and still play your defense and not overlook him. But, I mean, listen, Parsons is out. Carson's is out. Bland, like you said, is out. I think there's opportunities for this 49ers team to potentially have like a nice game today, a bounce-back game for the offense, and try to get something rolling and get some type of rhythm. But the Rico Dowdle thing was – they said he got sick walking into the stadium. Like it was like a
kind of like
thing.
What was going on with Debo also, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
So
that's got to be a big game changer for the Cowboys and their offense. But again, it seemed like Jerry Jones was a little prepared for it before. We got a super chat here from Sean. Let me give him a horn. No, let's drop a bomb on that. He says here, let's go. ACL 6 a.m. tomorrow. Prayers. So Sean is having his surgery. I thought another one? I thought you already had the surgery, dude.
Damn.
All right. I thought he had the surgery already, but he says ACL 6 a.m. tomorrow. So prayers up for Sean. Or is that for Deeb or for Ayuk? Did Ayuk already have his surgery? I don't know. He says Kyle needs to change his approach. Hope young receivers better step up. I agree with what he's saying here, man. It is time for these young wide receivers to really come in here and show what it is that they are trying to, try to show their worth, their value, The one guy I actually feel the worst for in this whole situation is Ricky Pearsall. I know that sounds crazy, but we got to remember that this kid did not practice, did not have contact practice before he was shot and wounded. So he went from blue jerseys, all camp, all training camp, all preseason, no contact, shot, sidelined. 1 day of practice, and Kyle admitted it was basically a walkthrough. They let him break down the huddle because he was winded. They were making fun of him from just that practice, and now it's like, boom, you're here as a starter or a second wide receiver or a third wide receiver. No matter how you look at it, you're at the top of the rotation just like that. I kind of feel for him, but, I mean, he's a wide receiver. How bad should we actually feel for him? What are your thoughts on it?
No, I mean, I absolutely feel bad. That was a horrendous situation, what he went through, and he's absolutely lucky to be here right now and be us being able to talk about him. But I honestly think, people are saying the Niners need to trade for a receiver. I'm totally 100% against that, okay? The name that you keep hearing is Kendrick Bourne. Kendrick Bourne was in San Francisco. They let him go, and they chose to move on to get a better wide receiver. And I don't know why we're reverting back, but nothing against Kendrick Bourne, but I think the Niners invested in Pearsall, in Cowing, in Bell, and they have all these pieces sitting around. They need to let these guys play and develop, because if you don't develop these guys, you're just like taking draft picks and throwing them out the window, because you're going to go into next year. Ayuk's not going to be ready until probably October to come back and play. And now you're in the same position. You don't know who your wide receivers are going to be. So now is a crucial time to let these guys develop, get a rapport, get built up into this offense, let Kyle build an offense for these guys, and let them work with Purdy and Sync. And I think it's crucial. I think they should stand pat. If they're worried about making a deal, well, we'll talk about that another time. But I think they're about to kick off soon.
Not yet. The team's just walking out the locker room, so we got a couple of more minutes here. The game isn't supposed to start until 8:20, and then they got a couple of minutes of fluff and all that stuff. I mean, but if you got to go, just let me know. I'll let you go. I know you saw that Trent Williams got fined today, a couple of days ago, for hitting that player back. He got fined more than the player who threw the initial hit. I'm asking that because, we posted something in the group chat, and it was of Seattle players fighting on the sideline. And we talk about how the Seahawks don't have any control. The Seahawks are an emotional team, and we've seen the Cowboys also respond that way before. We've seen Aaron Donald slam his helmet down midfield when getting frustrated and stuffed by the 49ers. Like, we used to have that effect on other teams. So my question to you is this. One, do you think that Trent Williams striking that guy back is a result of the frustrations and losing? So, like, if we were winning or we were blowing them out and that happened, do you think Trent Williams reacts the same way?
Honestly, I think I don't know. I think it's tough because that guy clearly took a shot at him. Clearly took a shot, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Obviously, they saw him reacting, and that's just the way it goes all the time. But I think it would have been less. I don't think it would have been a punch. I think it would have gotten his face and maybe shoved him. Definitely. Right. But yeah, frustration's there, bro. It's no joke. There's a lot to be frustrated with this team, right? You got vets that are at the end of their careers. Well, you know, in the latter part of their careers, we're not gonna say end, and they want to win. They've been to what, 2 Super Bowls, two Super Bowls, right?
This team too.
This team, 2 Super Bowls they've been to, and they come up short, and they want to win. And you know what happens? Boom, the holdouts. Then the Christian McCaffrey thing. Then this injury. Then that injury. Then this kid gets shot. Then it's just a constant. And I said this to you before the season even friggin' started. There's a dark cloud over this team. Some people say the Super Bowl
hangover.
The Super Bowl hangover. I swear to God, I'm a big person with the whole Madden cover bullshit. I think that was the curse in the beginning. I know you don't agree with that, but I'm a firm believer in that. With the whole I saw Christian McCaffrey and I was like, bro, forget it. Like this is, I don't want that. But
I knew McCaffrey was going to have a down year, not so much because of Madden, but because of all the commercials he was in. Just heading into
I'll take the down year, but no problem. But the difference between a down year and not playing at all is significant because at least
he's going to play this year. It's not going to be not playing at all. He's going to play this year.
I don't know. I don't know. That's a pretty serious issue he's got. It's not one leg, it's both. So, you know, you're talking about was the issue is the second one because of favoritism? He was favoriting one side rather than the other. It's just not good. It's just not good, man. But it is what it is at this point. I'm just watching the games. I'm not going crazy over this shit anymore.
Do you think the Niners got a shot at winning?
I think they could beat this team. I do. I'm not saying that they're going to get their asses handed to them, but there is potential that they can get their asses handed to them. I'm not going to lie. I'll be dead honest with you. I think the Niners could win, but I think the Niners have to come back and come out and play the offense that they originally played. Like go back to what you did well. Run the ball, play action pass, move the pocket, get the ball out quick, you know, be creative. You know, you want to throw the ball around, I'm good with that, but let's throw the ball around, but let's get some type of stability in the offensive game plan today. Let's get through the full 15 scripts and try to get as close as 50-50 or 55-45 as we can. Like, I don't know. The whole I hate shotgun. Every play is shotgun. There's no threat of a run. You know what's coming. So
here we go. And Sean cleared it up.
That Seattle game, right? Like I said, watch on that play, right? You put him under center, he drops back, the linebackers take that read step, they freeze for a split second, right? Now you're in the shotgun, they don't take the read step because they know what's coming. They just bail out and get into their zones.
Right.
So there's a difference. There is a significant difference by shotgun and under center. Believe me, I promise you.
Sean, thanks for the clarity. He said first surgery, bone graft. That was in June. 6 a.m. ACL hammy and IT band maybe. I don't know what that is. It band. I don't know what that is. But prayers will definitely be up for you, buddy.
Yes, sir.
You know, so hopefully you get that all taken care of and you get out the woods. All right, they are about to take. They already came out of the tunnel. They're already on the field. They did the sparkles and they did the introduction of all the players and everything. They're about to do the national anthem. We will get up out of here. I'm not going to waste a lot of time. Tony, I asked the question about the emotions and all that stuff, you know, and I compared them to the Seahawks and I compared them to the Cowboys and the Rams when we get under their skin. The Niners do this thing where there's a game where it's like kind of galvanizing, where it rights the wrong, right? And last year, it wasn't the Cowboys. I don't know if people remember. Last year, we destroyed the Cowboys 42 to 19 or something like that, 42, 17, 19. And then we lost 3 in a row. Could the Cowboys be the switch? Are they good enough? Or is it enough of a confidence boost where the team could walk away and say, all right, this feels a little bit better, especially heading into the bye week? I don't know if you saw the message that was in the group chat about – oh, no, it wasn't in the group chat. Someone sent it to me. The Niners before the bye week with Kyle Shanahan and the Niners after the bye week with Kyle Shanahan. And, man, it is a massive, massive difference. Can this game kind of right the ship, galvanize this team, carry some really good momentum into the bye week, and then we hit the ground running, especially if Christian McCaffrey comes back like they're rumored to be the case?
See, I don't think it's going to be an impact because I'm going to tell you why, right? They won. Who did we play last week?
The Chiefs.
All right, we lost to the Chiefs. That's right. We beat Seattle. We lost to the Chiefs. Now we're coming back, right? If the Niners played like balls to the wall and have a perfect game, and they put up 40, right? Everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, they're back. But now all that momentum comes to a screeching halt because of the bye week. So I think it's more important to see how this team comes out of the bye week than how they go into the bye week. Even though, if this makes sense, this game, if they want to make the playoffs, they have to win this game because they're in the bottom of the division now. All right, Arizona
division, they only have 1 win in the NFC. Like they absolutely need this. Yeah,
Arizona keeps winning for some freaking reason. The Dolphins couldn't beat Arizona today, which I don't understand how, but whatever. They could have won today. I mean, the Seahawks lost, but the Niners beat the Seahawks. The Rams beat the Vikings. So the Niners, if they want to make the playoffs, never mind win the division, but be able to compete for a playoff spot, it's go time. Like, there's no screwing around now because now you're going into the fucking meat and potato of your schedule where the games are no gimmies. So you need to win. You need to take it week by week. You need to focus on this game, play your best game, go into the bye, you rest. You work your balls off, you get into that momentum, and then out of the bye, that's when it's go time. And that's going to be the crucial point to see how that team responds out of the bye. No matter what happens today. I mean, they have to win today, but if they win, but no matter how they play to win today, it's how they come out of the bye. Because they could put 70 up today. You have a whole week off. It doesn't matter what you do today. That's just stats on a sheet. You're not carrying that type of momentum into 2 weeks from now. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I feel you, man. You know, between that and, you know, how many new players are going to be coming back after the bye week from injury and all that stuff, it could be a very different looking offense, you know, new linemen. You know, I did not we haven't activated Feliciano yet, but he's been harping that he's ready to come back. He could be a guy that's back after the bye week and in the rotation. McCaffrey's projected to be a guy that's back after the bye week and back in the rotation. And so there's a lot. There's a lot that's going on. We just have to see how things go. So, guys, we're going to get out of here. Head on over to Patreon. The party's going to continue over there. Patreon.com/NB9ERS. Any tier will do as long as it's $1 or more. So head on over there. And, Tony, that's it, man. I'm not going to ask you for a prediction or anything like that. I'm going to be calm today. No hookah today. But the drinks are going to be going win or lose. So I will see you guys soon. And let's get out of here, man. Prepare for glory. Anticipate pain. But always remain faithful. We'll see you guys soon. Peace.
We all gas, no brakes, pumped up, no fakes. We spinning, we winning, we high stakes. We never miss, we all makes. Look at us dudes trying to prove, bringing you news with nothing to lose. Mike, Nick, Tony, Wayne, Method Man, we bring the pain. Hey, see, I'ma confess it. We under the pressure. If you looking to find us, we them nothing but Niners. Nothing but Niners. We nothing but Niners. We nothing but Niners. We nothing but. We them nothing but Niners.